You're a commercial guy. Why would you even think apartments, man? Come on. All right, walk us through this.
So this was Reading family practice, I believe, for like 20 years. I was talking to my aunt yesterday who used to send all 4 of her kids here. The doctor here actually saved my cousin's life. Like during COVID, she had blood clots in her lung.
Oh.
So she knows this place well. She knows the doctor well.
She should be an investor.
I've done a lot of rehab for her, so I got some money coming in for that.
There you go.
But yeah, this was Reading family practice for like 20 years, I believe. And then they either got bought out or something with Tri-Health. So now he moved his practice there, I believe in like February, and this has been vacant since then.
Okay. Do we know what's above the ceiling? Probably not much.
Not much.
Okay. Well, take us through it, man.
This was the waiting room.
Tom.
Where did you come
Tom spent the night. He spent the night here. He spent the night here last night.
Gangster just scaled the wall, came in through an open window. Here, does that mean none of this is load bearing?
Probably not.
So everything can come down, right?
Yeah, but I mean, ideally we just lease as is.
Yeah, who needs a ladder? We got Nick.
So like this whole back wall right here is like little exam rooms. I can't remember without looking at the map how many there are. I'd say 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Seems like there's 10 exam rooms. 10 exam rooms, I think, and then there's offices on the outside walls of each. So every one of those could, you know, if it wasn't going to be a family practice or exam room, like that could be converted to a hairstylist room pretty easily, I feel like. Something like that. You know, you already got the sink in there. Dentist office.
Is it older generation or population out here?
I'd say it's average like blue collar or like a step up from that maybe.
But this is the path of progress, isn't it?
I would say so, yes. Ish, yes.
Yeah? Okay.
I just saw the mayor of Reading post this morning, or maybe late last night, but I saw this morning, that some vacant chemical plant down the street is being bought and it's going to create 250 jobs at average of $100,000.
Good.
So that's good for the area.
Hell yeah.
I guess the port owns it now and they were cleaning it up and then it's under contract to sell now to some company.
All right, so these are all about the same size. They all have a sink, right?
Yeah, and then at the end units get to be office. Like there's an office here and a couple down there, and then this is like the break room here.
I don't know that you need a break room. I'd make this a conference room.
Conference.
Yeah, you don't need a break room.
Yeah, nobody should be getting a break if they're at work. Right, Connor?
Hell yeah.
You guys see this room? I think perfect conference room. That's a giant break room.
Now, is that something you would, let the prospective tenant kind of dictate and what they want to build out, or if they want to change anything?
So here's the deal. How many offices do you have here total?
4 or 5.
No, total potential offices.
10 plus 4 or 5.
All right, so
15 or so.
the chances of getting one tenant that are going to take this whole space are low, and it's going to take more time than if you just rent these out individually and create a medical environment, right? So therapists, counselors, chiropractors, whatever. And if you get a chiropractor, this could be, lead line this, x-ray room, whatever. But I think you'll do well if you just lease these out individually. Name the back of the building something medical center. Connor's First Commercial Property Medical Center.
It's a crazy thought, but
Are you happy you got another intern, Gerna? You're not the only one. He found a deal though.
crazy thought. But could you do apartments up here? Because you have all the plumbing up here.
Talk to these guys.
I mean, you'd have to get it rezoned, but I feel like you would run into a lot of
Snafus.
yeah. They'd probably want the first floor fire rated, which would be almost impossible. Yeah, and I mean,
You're a commercial guy. Why would you even think apartments, man? Come on.
That's where the money's
Find a
at.
tenant, so.
That's where the money's at. And the demand.
Cornwall's just lying out here.
The money.
So with
That's
the
where the
plumbing,
headaches
that's already
are
in the
in
majority of the
apartments.
exam rooms.
say that again.
So with the
We pay for
plumbing,
this
that's already in the majority of the exam rooms.
Yeah.
Could you somehow reconfigure that for dentists for their
Dentist, I would assume you could. I talked to my plumber about it. He's like, yeah, if you have plumbing, you could tie into it one way or another.
So what's the cost of something like that?
So if nothing else, what if you have a ramp in each room, build a subfloor, and you've got your
Yeah.
plumbing and drain, and there's your dentist chair in the middle. So hold on, that's not a bad idea. You have a receptionist desk, so half of it could be dental, other half could be a different type of practice. Multi-practice medical building. Boom!
What do you think the average
Huh?
You trademark that?
No, man.
should.
What do you
That
think
was
the
his
average
idea.
size medical office is? Like this 3,800 feet seems huge.
Huge.
Yeah.
Massive.
Like even the family doctor we grew up going to in Madeira doesn't feel this big.
So
Topeka.
there's some senior centers that are popping around. So I take my dad to one of them up in Western Hills, and so if you guys know the Glenway Shopping Center, it's pretty much fucking dead. Like a lot of it's vacant, right? So they took up probably 60,000 squares and they're probably paying dog shit rent, even though the inside is completely renovated. But to what Ash was saying, it has a similar feel to this, just maybe 10 times larger. And they have pharmacies in there, they have podiatrists in there, family practice, nurse practitioners, the whole nine. It's just like an all-encompassing thing for just seniors. So something like that, maybe on a smaller scale, could possibly work here.
Good point. So Topeka's office, she has 3 or 4 doctors. It's probably this size, less exam rooms, right? So this is huge, you're right,
Yeah.
for any kind of single practitioner or even a specialty office. But back to Homeboy's thing here, dental, podiatry, different specialties, and having that awesome receptionist up there, having your copier, potentially some, maybe an x-ray room back there.
I would assume they had an X-ray room here somewhere. I don't know if it's noted on the layout or anything, but
So this is really big for a receptionist area.
Physical therapists, so for each single room, they only need the same type of chair
yeah.
as doctors do, right? But then they also have like probably 200-300 square foot room with, resistance bands, yoga mats, things like that too,
Yeah.
for rehab.
So how long do you have to figure out if there's
Bless you.
and to make this make sense?
We have 45 days of DD right now, but when we submitted the offer, we asked for 60 originally, and he asked if we could cut it down to 45. And I said that's fine, but I'm worried about the holidays. He said, well, if you need more, if you get towards the end and you feel like you need more DD, we can
So
figure
what are
something
you
out.
looking for that's like what are your main concerns with this building other than trying to fill vacancies?
To gauge demand.
Gauge demand, and then
Well, what are you having any actual physical inspections done or?
that's what me and you are here for.
Yeah, man, what the hell? You better not hire an inspector. You guys build this shit, man. Why would you hire an inspector?
I mean, my only concern would be to get an inspector would be inspecting all the HVAC systems, which I don't even know what they are, if they're items on the roof,
There's some of that I have in email, and
scoping out the
it's
plumbing, that stuff like.
some of that though is honestly comes second in priority to finding tenants.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, that would be my main.
The building seems like it's in solid shape. The roof has got a 15-year warranty on it.
What year was this built?
I can't remember off the top of my head.
And these guys occupied this not long ago, right?
Yeah, February. They vacated in February, I believe.
And they were here 5 years before that?
20 years. I
20 years? Wow.
believe.
You didn't hear they saved lives back, saved his cousin's life? What was it? That was
My
right before
cousin,
he jumped
she
out of
had
the wall.
COVID and they found blood clots in her lung here. They saved her life.
Oh shit, that's awesome.
I didn't see any roof pictures.
So my wife, in a doctor's office in Batavia, will rent out one exam room, 1 half day per week, and pays $2,500 a month to that doctor. But it's inside Mercy Hospital.
Yeah.
So there's demand for specialists coming in, maybe 1 or 2 days a week into different offices. So it could be multi-use, right? 2 days a week, this person rents it. Other 2 days a week, another specialty person rents the same office.
So how do you get in front of those people that might actually want this though?
How do you do it?
Shaking hands and kissing babies.
Pound the pavement.
Yeah.
So literally just like calling up different practices and saying, you know, hey, we're buying this building, this.
Calling up,
this.
showing up with flyers,
Okay.
getting in front of brokers.
I didn't know if there was like, you know, if they had their own little private Facebook groups. And,
There's medical brokers.
okay.
It would be
Training
worth
that.
contacting them. The problem is they want their commission, so they're gonna find one tenant to take it all. And that will take months to do, potentially. But they want the big commission. They're not after an $800 a month office.
So what if you did find a single tenant, what would you ask for rent monthly on this?
I think we figured about 14 is fair as is, and then like some of the surrounding stuff that's a little nicer than this is like getting 18, 19, 20, 22.
A foot?
Yeah. Per year. So we were gonna start off at like 14 as is. And then, you know, if they went TI money or
You expect me to do all this math in my head?
it's about 4,500.
I know you residential
Over
guys.
4,000.
It's about 4,500 a month.
Just
for-
give them
for this
monthly
space.
rent and tell them utilities are included or not. That's what they understand.
So 53,000 as is annually, something
Yeah.
like that.
The triple net.
That's probably.
Hard to do triple net in a building like this. That's all.
I'm not sure if the water and all that is shared or not, so I gotta figure that out.
But you could say, hey, look, we have one water meter. You guys, for each office, you're paying $50 a month for water. If you don't want to use it, cool, we'll turn it off. I'm kidding, but you could, you know,
What percentage of the?
add in a snow removal fee, right? It's not triple net, but you can add on
You add
costs. And the important thing when you do that is they realize, okay, my rent's only $800 a month. That's cool. These other add-ons, just mentally, it doesn't compound with them.
So if you had a plan B to, let's say, rent out as offices, what would that entail? Ripping out the plumbing in some of these rooms, renovating?
I mean, I really don't want to do that if we feel like there's no demand for, because that just requires time and energy, and ideally we lease this out as is and maybe subdivide it like Osh came up with, or do suites or whatever, but I'm not trying to do a full rehab to this building.
If you do individual offices, you have to de-sterilize the building. You gotta make it cool, right? Because who wants to rent an office in a doctor's office?
Yeah.
Just, you know, cool paint colors, artwork. Make this a common lounge.
Yeah.
Probably a conference room.
Yeah.
I feel like also that would be hard to, like 45 days is enough time to decide if we have the demand for that. It's really just gauging demand on this as is will give us an idea of what we think we can do with it.
10 offices, how many parking spots are there?
There's like 40 total or 39.
There's
Oh, wow.
29 just in that lot.
And then you have across the street too.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. That's huge. Let's take a look at the rest.
So I think, yeah, it's like 10 of these exam rooms that are, actually that one's.
And what, is this another, oh, this is where you check out, they make sure they get your money, your insurance card,
Yeah.
and your second appointment.
Follow up.
All right, so common bathroom. Is this, what, how many other bathrooms are there?
There's two
Okay.
here, one over there. I don't know if there's another one over here or not.
Okay.
So at least 3.
Damn, what the hell,
It's
man?
like a nurse's station or something?
This is too much. Dude, put these in your house, your lake house.
These are garage.
That's what I mean, like your lake house
Yeah.
garage.
And so what's the downstairs?
Downstairs is 5 or 6 suites, but the pharmacy occupies 2 or 3 combined. The one in the center is kind of like an owner's closet, but there's potential there to clean it up. That's the one with that used to have a stairwell up to this unit. So you could clean that up and probably get something out of that. And then the pharmacy, I don't know if they're paying rent or it's included or what, but they use the other one as storage right now, one of the suites. And then there's a clothing boutique that occupies one of the.
What are they collecting right now on current rents?
The pharmacy's paying $2,700 a month. They want to stay, so we're going to try to get them up a little bit and get them on a longer term lease.
So
And then
sorry, there's a giant I-beam there,
boutique only pays $525 a month.
which tells you can knock all these walls down.
This one?
Yeah.
Open this whole
So
place
even
up.
now, you're already collecting like 3,000 plus in gross rents, and what was the contract price?
$475.
Okay.
How many?
And when I offload that duplex to you for $200.
Let's equate this into multifamily. Purchase price is what? 485.
$475.
475. Is that a 6 unit?
Depends. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of variables, but yeah, 6 to 8 probably, depending on the
Right.
location. And
A four unit goes for about $250, $260 around here.
So let's do. We'll give him 8 units.
yeah.
So an 8 unit, what would you bring in rent?
So, I mean, again, it was like one beds. I mean, you know, one beds in this neighborhood, you're probably going to get. They're nice, you know, 800 to 900 a month.
All right. So 6,000,
Yeah.
6,500.
Feels nice. Yeah.
All right. 6,000 a month. What are you already getting?
Are you counting the duplex in this or no?
Yes. Yes, because it's part of the purchase price.
2,700 and then 525 is 3,200 plus the duplex is another 1,400. What's that? 4,600.
Okay.
4,600 with this vacant and vacancy downstairs as well.
Right. So you have 2 commercial vacancies downstairs or 1?
Yeah. 2.
2. So you have so much upside relative to multifamily, right? This is why we invest beyond multifamily.
Except for Joe.
So I mean, I'm poking a lot.
But like, so just for contrast, like, what would be a good deal on that 8 unit? Like what I would have bought it for in that example would be like 400.
Okay, so we'll give you 10 units. Does that make it better?
I'm just saying that's what like that would be the goal.
Your numbers still suck compared to this.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. If this is fully,
So we're converting you to commercial?
I'm looking.
My man, that's why he's
I
here.
called him the other day and he was looking at something. He's like, "Yeah, I'm looking at this."
I've been looking at a couple mixed use. Again, like we've talked about a million times, the biggest issue for me is the vacancy and the concern of the vacancy and having the demand to fill that. And you know, like obviously we're working on DJ's building, the one you know he bought from you. Prime example. It's like that's been several months and it's been challenging to find.
Who's the realtor on that?
It's not listed.
Joe?
MLS isn't working right now, so that's another problem.
Well, hold on. Whoa. Get it on Crexy. Get it on LoopNet.
Yeah.
Is it not on there?
No.
Get it on there.
Yeah. I think you can get it. I think you can list on LoopNet. I think correct you have to have a account, which is like it's like
No, you don't.
No, correct. I got a free one.
You don't have to.
You can list.
As long as you have a license number.
Okay.
So list it. Get that shit listed.
Yeah.
Is it on Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, I just shut the restaurant this
Look,
morning.
the same thing he's doing to market this space. Hey, you got to listen. I'm helping you, man. The same thing he's doing to market this space. You guys got to be pounding the pavement all over Norwood. Bro, my first several properties, I literally printed out flyers, walked a mile in every direction, handing them out, right? Talking to every business owner out there. And then I got lazy and I hired him, and he's still not, that's what you're going to start doing now for all of our vacancies. But but dude, this is your first commercial deal. You got everything is on the line, right? Pretend your back is against the wall. You cannot fail. You cannot wait for somebody to see your for rent sign. You got to get out there and pound the pavement. Talk to city council. Go to a city council meeting. Introduce yourself. Ask if they know of anybody interested. Economic development. They always know who's coming in town, who's leaving, who's growing, right?
Yeah, and
So-
that's what he's doing here already. I mean, he's networking with all the business people, and that's
Yeah, you
The
guys
upside
all
on this
have
though
to
is
do
we're
that.
going to be if we sell off that duplex, we're all into this say 400,000. This could be worth $800,000 just by filling this vacancy.
So, for the record, this $465,000 purchase,
75, yeah.
$475 purchase price.
Comes with a duplex
That's right next door.
across the street, basically. That I think could be worth about $100,000 as is. It's kind of a
Joe's gonna give you 150.
yeah. That's the friend price. We could sell it off for hopefully about 100,000 as is, which brings us into 375 for this, plus maybe 25 of rehab just to clean it up a little bit.
If you don't get your commercial space rented out, you'll be living in that duplex
And
for
then
$1,400 a month
if we
in a
fill
shithole.
this at like 14 a foot annually, the multiply that by the NOI out by the cap rate, it goes up to like an $800,000 value or more, depending on cap rate.
Yeah, and look, how many cars a day are out there?
15,000.
Yeah, all day long. It's not commuter traffic. It's all day long traffic. This is a hot spot. You guys are in an awesome location, the center of Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Let's keep walking. Look at the rest of this place.
Do you remember that four family
So
we
these-
looked up right over there?
These
I
are,
think this place
I
is
think
looking
3
familiar to me.
offices
I just
here,
sold it.
1, 2.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I saw that on
Dude,
Facebook.
corner office. Look at this.
I don't know.
Two.
Yeah. It's like a real estate brokerage. Anyone could
Call Children's and ask for their,
kind of make do with this.
What do you do with this thing, man? Instead of grabbing your ankles, you just grab this?
Is that for weighing yourself?
Ask Tom.
Do I have to edit this out of the video?
You're not editing shit, dude. Oh, oxygen tanks.
That's what I said. I said there's oxygen. Boom.
So that's my thing too, is like how much of this do I need to, like if we're showing this, do we need to know how everything works and like all these, I don't know shit about network cables, like,
No, so the good thing is they're run everywhere, right? So if,
but it looks like they're all clipped and they just took.
which is great.
So somebody that knows what they're doing can come in here and
dude,
easily.
this is what I did for 15 years, right? IT
Oh, yeah.
stuff. So they're all marked, and you could trace each one of them out. So do you see all those wires hanging down?
Yeah.
If you wanted to put a camera up, you literally tone that wire, trace it back to whichever one this tones out at.
Yeah.
And then you have your recorder in here.
But this is probably for Ethernet too, right?
It is. In an office, nobody needs it.
Yeah.
The wireless is just as fast.
What would it cost to have somebody come do something like that roughly?
To do what?
Like, I don't know, whatever somebody would want to do with all this.
Nothing. I'll do it with you. We could put up cameras in the common spaces. We can get your internet installed for less than $2,000, all of it.
Yeah.
So along those lines, you're talking about security, right?
Well, so, I mean, you only need so many cameras. Are you catching all this?
Yeah.
You only need so many cameras, right?
So what I was curious about, you know how some of the medical offices, they have that key card shit?
Yeah.
Is that something that could be tied into whatever you're talking about?
It's all wireless now.
Okay.
Even internet, dude, in our
You think all
offices-
that is cameras though?
No.
Some of that's probably Ethernet, right?
It is. So when the hospital was here, each one of their carts had
Wi-Fi.
something that was
Yeah.
tied to an Ethernet cable.
Okay.
They had little computers with monitors tied. In our office buildings, we have maybe 5% of people that demand an Ethernet cable because they might be doing streaming or something.
Yeah.
But everyone else is fine with wireless. But hey, so wired for Ethernet goes on your ad.
Okay. Like I don't know what this stuff is.
Some kind of air evacuator, huh?
There, directly below this is the pharmacy, so I don't know if it could be something with that or something with HVAC for the.
Ask Tom. We got a pharmacist here.
Ton.
Is the pharmacy open?
Probably.
There's an air handler. You think they have a clean room or something down there?
I doubt it. They're too small
Okay.
to have something like that. That looks pretty old.
You know, plug it in. Oh, look at this. It's all jacked up.
Yeah, it could be like an old something for HVAC or
Yeah.
boiler or something.
Just gives clean air in there for
Positive airflow.
Oh, hey.
Let's go look at the downstairs units if we got a good.
I was telling him to call children's, because if there's not a children's satellite out here, that
Yeah.
Can you guys flick off lights as you see?
Yep. Hit the lights. back
Actually, I'll
there,
have my
Joe.
intern do it at the end.
you're gonna have fun with that, aren't you?
That's never gonna go away.
Now how it feels now, Carmen.
Wait till he calls you Lloyd.
He has called me that.
My man.
We got 2 Lloyds?
He's called me that when I heard that.
That was a different Lloyd though. That was the Dumb and Dumber Lloyd.
Oh, this one is the Entourage Lloyd. Only one here thinks it's tucked in.
You want to look at the duplex on the way down?
Is that what the kids are doing?
All the cool people are.
Joe, you got to give a little spiel on this duplex. What you think it's worth?
I just saw your email last night about adding.
Can we get in there?
4 by
No.
200 square feet apiece. That's safe.
I was wondering.
Did you get like the beds and the square footage and all that stuff?
I think they're each 2 ones. Yeah, they're supposed to be, I believe, newer. And the roof has got a 15-year warranty on it. Actually, my HVAC guy that did the 6 new units at my apartments, I saw his sticker on the stuff downstairs. So I can call him and get some information
Yeah.
about this.
What is this parcel?
So there's 3 parcels. This is all on one. That parking lot kind of in between the street and the duplex is one, and then the 3rd parcel is the duplex and the detached garage.
Hey, there's wind out here. Why don't we have the fuzzy things for the mic?
We're gonna be outside.
Damn, man.
So like I would want to sell off that 3rd parcel potentially, but we'd have to do some kind of, I don't know if there's an existing easement or not for this. And supposedly like all the neighbors know that none of this is being, so like these are neighbors' cars that shouldn't be here, but they know there's no enforcement of, that's from the other broker.
You gotta put signage, Joe.
Yeah.
Oh, they got one there.
But this thing looks rough. The duplex look at the windows, the roof.
That's a weekend job for you 2.
Joe can have it.
Yeah, give it to the residential guy.
But supposedly it's zoned office.
So you could do a easement where you give them 3 or 4 spots.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to.
Or you could extend the parking lot this way, you know.
Yeah. Get like all.
Well, actually, they got.
Get all this paved.
Yeah.
Move that dumpster up.
I'm saying you could extend this that way to tie into this garage, but that garage looks like it needs to come down.
Uh-oh, is he gonna go through the window again?
Huh?
He's gonna scale the wall?
I mean, you go look in the window. It's pretty rough. It looks shitty. You would try to save it.
There's one newer garage door.
It looks like it's like.
The back half looks like it's sagging.
I know. Like I don't know if it's rotting out from the bottom. You know.
What's it?
There's a bunch of shit in there.
Yeah. There's like an old fridge.
All right, so as far as like the way I would value this, if I was just trying to buy this piece, would be like. So you said it's a 2-1.
You guys smell natural gas?
Yeah. That's probably the road work.
They're
Okay.
they're working on it. 2-1. And you said how many square feet each side?
I think.
Top down.
Yeah. I think it's 1,700 total between the 2 units.
All right.
Wait, is that right?
Yeah, that looks about right.
Yeah.
So 2-1. I'd say
Let me pull up the email.
something like this that's going to be hard to make it look nice, even on the outside.
But there's a high demand for rentals. In the
No,
area.
right. No, I mean, there'd be demand. It's just not, you're not going to
You're
get your
not gonna make
absolute
this an
top.
A-class,
Yeah,
right?
you're not going to make this like a B-class apartment.
Is that market rent? $1,400 a month?
So I'd say you're probably looking at like maybe 1,000, 1,100 max on rents.
Per unit?
Yeah. So that's 1,100. Let's say we'll call it 2,200 gross. That's completely shot unless you rebuild it. So that's probably not even worth rebuilding for the storage fee you'll get.
So if you get an extra $600 a month out of that.
That's gonna be a big ass rehab though.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah, that's like so here's how I would value this. Like
Right now they're getting $650 a month and $700 a month between the 2 units. Landlord pays water and sewer only.
yeah, okay. So here's how I would value this. Like just regardless of the situation, it'd be my absolute max like that I would want to be all into it for is 220. And so you would basically take 220 minus your rehab, and like this isn't even a good deal. This is just like absolute bare minimum. And just looking at this is probably 125, could be 150K rehab. I mean, this is roof, gutters, siding, windows. I mean, basically you're rebuilding it other than the outside frame.
All right, so there's apartments around us. There's tons of, what are these, quads over there?
Yeah.
These whole couple streets behind here is quads and everything.
It's all.
Okay, so there's a demand for workforce housing, right?
Yeah.
Leave it alone. You have tenants in there that are paying. Split their water back to them.
It says it's already paying water.
Okay.
Oh no, it didn't. It said under paying water.
Yeah.
Just do bill back for water.
Here's what happens though. So while that's great in theory, what happens
1,700 square feet.
eventually
residential.
somebody's going to move out, and then it's going to be a dump, absolute dump, and then it's going to be really hard to find any remotely quality tenant to take that space. Because now you're talking like D house, D class housing.
Have you seen the inside?
Not of this, no. And
So then
I can tell by looking at the outside what the inside's going to look
Yeah.
like, you know.
Yeah.
You can look at
And the plastic on the
Yeah, it looks like
windows.
there's literally a window up against, or a fridge up against that window.
Yeah.
So that's the issue. It's like you can't just like kick that can down the road, because at some point you're gonna have to deal with it, and it's gonna be a ton of money.
So these are all 1-1s, right? I'm assuming.
Probably most
some,
of them.
Some are 2s and some are 1s.
What would a 1-1 rent for
They go for like
if
eight.
it's nice,
if it's run of the mill?
like average, I'd say you're probably talking 600-700.
I see them all the time for like $795, but that might be after like a lipstick rehab.
That's not gonna be like your. Like what I'm assuming condition on this, there's no way. I mean, you look at it. These are 2 beds, and he's getting less than you would get out of 1 bed.
But the landlord on this was the owner of that building, and he just never did anything.
Exactly.
He never raised rents.
What else is suggesting that you do?
So I would just lipstick it if you could, right? Sell it for $150. Now you just bought a fucking building for $300,000.
Right.
With 40 parking spots.
What's your debt service at 475?
Connor?
Couldn't pull it up. So I'm curious what it is at, let's say, 100 grand for this, and what it is at 375.
Yeah,
How
because you
much
could
is
split it out.
At what price, Tom? 475?
Yeah, 475 and then 375.
Because even if you just fire sale that for 100.
It's about 3,000 just principal and interest.
At
Tax and
475?
insurance?
Yeah, at 475.
What's that at?
Making 4 grand over there, you said?
Say that again?
Making 4 grand over there?
3,200 right now.
Oh, taking this off.
So to cover your debt service with this.
Yeah, but not taxes and insurance.
So then, what is it at 375 when you sell this? Because obviously the taxes are dropping. You got to pay taxes on this parcel too.
It's probably close. I know. We'd be slightly underwater on that. If this is gone and we're getting the same rents on that.
But you have
But you're 100 grand less on that.
Right.
Now here's another challenge though. Like I'm just looking at this from like the transactional standpoint. Like let's just say you could sell that for 100K as is. What is the bank gonna do if they're using that as collateral?
I've talked to the lender about that. We haven't heard back yet what he would want.
Because if that parcel's
to do.
on that contract and that's transactioning on the title,
Well, we
and
might-
they're lending as collateral against that, and then you sell that off, that can cause problems on your note.
it's not
But
going
we
to cause
might do
problems.
2 separate loans, or we're going to have the conversation with the lender on, hey, our immediate plan is sell this off to another investor.
Yeah,
and
and
just
the lender
retain
will
this.
say,
Just try to lend against that.
the lender will say, if you get 100 grand for this building, 50 goes against your principal there, and 50 goes in your pocket, right? So they'll figure that out. It's going to be based on the appraised price
I'm
of
hoping
that.
that-
And
appraises
it's
the
almost a
job.
good thing this is here because it might scare away a lot of other buyers.
Yeah.
On
I wouldn't
this.
want it.
Huh?
I wouldn't want it.
Right. I
'cause
mean,
I don't
a
want
lot
to deal
of
with the house.
They said a lot of owner-occupier type. I don't know if he was blowing smoke or what, but a lot of owner-occupier type people were interested in the medical space, and I was hoping this scared them away. So I reached out to the broker and asked, "Hey, if you have anyone just interested in just leasing that space, we'll pay you your commission on that, but we'll take down the deal."
Yeah. And you guys are both realtors. Get this in front of every residential realtor you can, right? Look, realtors are hurting now, right? No one's buying shit. So,
Especially something for 100 grand.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not just this, the tenants in there too, right? Say, hey, residential realtor, did you even know you can get commission by finding me a commercial tenant for an office?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that. Well, here we go. Let's go. I'll teach you how to be a commercial fucking broker. All right, let's go look at the pharmacy and stuff.
Yeah, as far as like, so for me, if I was buying this, it'd be like 50 grand. That's probably right. You could probably sell for 100 grand.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. If I could get 100 for it and just be, it's not a problem for me. It's not a time suck.
Yeah.
And then I'm all into this for 375. Like that's a home run.
Look, I mean, that unit looks newer.
What?
The carrier unit back there?
Yeah. I believe they sent, and actually my HVAC guy that did all my units at my apartments, his stickers on the machines here, so I could call him and be like,
Good.
how good is this stuff? Does it have any maintenance that's overdue on or whatever? So this first unit, you can tell, the pharmacy just uses it as storage. I don't know if that's included in their lease or what. I don't have access in there, but that could easily be cleaned up, like you said, tax service or.
Perfect small office. Lawyer, bail bondsman, parole office,
Remote vape shop.
I mean,
vape shop.
yeah.
Yeah, you just got rid of a vape shop.
Vape shop by a pharmacy.
Buy that for me, buddy.
I know, you look good at that.
Wear that as a lake for you.
Perfect.
You have keys to the vacant ones?
Oh, this is
Hey,
open.
Tom. Oh, Tom. Turn on. Get a peek inside that window. Not now, on the way out.
So this is the one that has the old stairwell up to the second floor that.
Hey, why don't you pick one out for her so you get in trouble too?
So like that could be an office there.
Holy shit.
So this was a.
This is like what they use like an owner's closet now.
Oh, okay, so this is.
Save this paneling.
Paint it white. And then this is the access to the like what they call a basement mechanical room. I think that's the only light though.
All right, it's dry. Dude,
Air Plus, that's my HVAC guy.
this all looks newer.
Yeah.
Water heater.
Water heaters look.
With no leaks, no sparks. God damn it.
I mean that was my plan is if you get anything out of this space.
Yeah, look.
If you can get anything out of this space, you
You have
know.
a big window that you can have unlimited signage on, right?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't count against your allowance if it's on the inside. Have a perforated sign so you can still see out, but from the outside, it just looks like a solid sign.
So is the access to that just written in the lease of, hey, we need entrance?
Yeah, it's typically written in every lease for whatever reason.
That's what I had on my other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And emergencies are immediate. But landlord with notice can come in. Dude, hey, so you clean this up.
Did you see how they put that subfloor? It's like literally just like metal pipe and like roof metal as a subfloor.
This is Ash.
Hey, I was calling about the office space you had listed available.
Office space, yes, in Mainville.
Yep.
Yeah, tell me about what you do.
So I'm just an insurance agent looking for a little bit of
Perfect.
space.
Do you know Joe Saylor by chance?
I don't.
Oh, he was he was an insurance agent. He sold his book of business a few years back, but it's perfect for an insurance person. Are you a one-person office, or do you have a receptionist?
Yeah, I'm just a one-person outfit. I've got two other agents in the local area that we all three work from home, so just looking for a little bit of flex space and kind of work from there.
Yeah, there's a waiting room. There's a receptionist desk. It's ready to go. It's turnkey. It'll be available January 1st.
Okay. Yeah, no, that works fine. What is it a month, and what sort of lease agreement do you have?
It's $750 per month. What type of lease are you looking for? How many years?
Well, to start, I just really don't know. We're kind of based out of Grand Rapids, still kind of expanding there here. So,
Okay.
but I'm here to stay. It's just one of those things where it's not an expense that I've incurred yet. So probably just a year to start, to be honest.
Yeah, and that'll work. It's a great building. We rarely have vacancies. The tenant there is actually leasing. She outgrew it, so she's leasing a storefront from me across town.
Okay.
I don't know that we'll be able to show it before January 1st,
Oh, okay.
but
I'd like to step in there before.
okay.
Pull the
Then
trigger.
why don't we make an exception? We'll clear it with the tenant, and we will find a time to get you in there. Can I give you a call back next week sometime?
Yeah, feel free.
Awesome. And your first name?
Jacob.
Jacob. I will text you my info.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
That works.
Bye.
Thanks.
Boom.
One day.
Hey, what did we do? We just leased out an office from, was it Facebook Marketplace? Not even Craigslist.
Facebook, Craigslist.
You put on everything?
Yeah.
Did you hand out flyers?
Looking at Craigslist, I did not hand out flyers.
Cool, man. Oh, we got a, what was his name? Jacob?
Yeah.
Hey, Connor, we gotta use your cell phone for your office.
Yo! Is that a rotary?
Yeah.
Oh, can I have that?
Karna, do you know how to use that?
No, you can't have that, dude. It's not ours yet. Right after he closes, we'll come here and celebrate. We'll throw a party.
If you take that, you gotta take all this
You
shit.
can take whatever you want.
They got keys everywhere. Like, would you just kind of write this off as this is dead space, or like potential, like somebody that
No, this
rents?
is contractor office. Where's Joe? You need an office space, bro? That's an interrogation room. Look at that. Hey, the cop. Somebody interrogate this cop.
You handcuff them to the
You got the light?
Yeah.
Hey, Joe, it even comes with a Hoover, man.
It is an axe
my
too.
God.
If they don't listen, you can start taking toes off right there.
Look at that.
Oh, wow.
Comes with a Hoover.
Some vintage stuff in
You could stripe the parking lot yourself, too.
Tell me where you were last weekend.
This is your mom's house.
Mom's in Rockford.
He travels, don't worry.
Travel when it's good.
Is that bathroom?
time in here.
All right, Nick, you were shaking your head. What would you do with this space?
I don't even know.
Here's your outdoor light timer.
You can't really like rent it out.
This could be Morgan Bros Realty, and that's Connor's office.
You know what you do? You take, bless you, you take pictures of this. There's a few websites where film companies are looking for
Yeah.
certain sets. Dude, like this,
We got the phone, the Hoover.
the Hoover. That 70s show.
Projector.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I think if you gutted it, like if you know what I mean, if you like from here forward gutted it, and then this was just storage back here, like that would be.
Well, here's the thing: if we fill that vacant medical upstairs, like this doesn't even matter to me. This could be like we sell it off in a year, and this is the value add for the next person. Leave a little bit of meat on the bone for the next investor.
What's the value add?
Filling the medical upstairs.
No, this.
I mean,
Let
get
them decide when they buy it.
owner occupy it for free. I don't know.
I'm just saying, if you go from so this is another space over here,
I think that ties into the
pharmacy.
pharmacy.
Okay, I was saying, but if you go from here forward, I mean, you got enough space for an office or a little retail spot, something.
And
What's it zoned for?
It could be like, I'm not joking. It could be like a vape shop up there, and then office back here.
Just storage and office.
Like,
Yeah, I agree.
you know, he just got rid of a vape shop.
Yeah, you should have moved them here.
So look,
Here's
hey,
your value
Anderson,
add right here.
where's Connor? You listening to?
good.
You have a boutique store that
Yeah.
has a limited amount of space. They may want extra space for storage
Yeah.
or new merchandise or boxes or deliveries or shipments, whatever. Potentially, one of your retail tenants could use this for
Yeah.
storage, right? $3-4 a square foot, if that.
What about an online retailer just needs storage?
Yeah, or that needs an address, right? There's a
Could be
physical
your-
address.
Or your mailbox.
You
Yeah.
do your mailboxes, yeah. That's like
Yeah.
I said, yeah. You gotta hire somebody.
I got an intern.
Yeah, Connor does his nurse staffing while he sits here and takes mail all day. He can be the mailman.
Put
my
a-
new office.
Yeah.
Put a sign that says interns only.
You seen the like the pictures of Bill Gates sitting in his first office? You get Connor sitting over there.
Yeah, you could do the mailboxes.
Are there any sites that plaster it all over besides Facebook and Craigslist?
Common stock certificate.
Well, we got, what we got.
No, don't video that.
Fold that up, put it in your pocket.
We got Apple
Pay
stock.
non-accessible shares. Par value $1 per share.
There's one share. There's $1.
I think the paper's worth more than
91.
the certificate.
1991.
It's the first thing that was on the stock.
So what is it? This is a gas line for the one of the boilers or something?
Honestly, I don't know. It's not warm.
So I'm saying it's probably a gas line.
Next to you. That one.
Probably runs through HVAC.
Would the pharmacy be better upstairs?
Potentially, yeah.
And would it be easier to fill this with retail?
Honestly, I don't know.
I wouldn't want to be upstairs if I was a pharmacist. I'd want that retail presence. Yeah. Drive-by visibility.
But you could split it.
Yeah, but just like people like getting to the pharmacy seems like a nightmare.
Yeah, there's no parking on the street.
You can
is
park
there?
on the street.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Park right in front of the pharmacy.
Yeah.
Not today.
And I guess that pharmacy does a lot of deliveries. Like they're a specialty type pharmacy where they do a lot of deliveries, which kind of scared me because I'm like, their location doesn't matter so much to them. But it sounds like they're willing to sign a longer lease.
But I bet this is a neighborhood pharmacy
been here
that's
forever,
been here
yeah.
forever. Everyone knows they're here. All the old people get their medications from here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been there about 10 years, he said.
I mean, you might check with, because like if they're a compounding pharmacy and stuff, they might.
I don't know what that means.
So they actually mix medicines and.
Oh, yeah.
Stuff, and for most delivery, most small town pharmacies like expand into that.
Do they know it's for sale? Have you met
They
them?
know. I met them the first walkthrough. They said, "Oh, you're buying it, so the rent getting ready to go down, right?" So they know something's coming.
Do you want everyone to go through there or just look at it from the outside?
Look at it from the outside
Yeah,
right now.
good.
I don't want to disturb
Yep,
them and
yep.
get the broker all freaked out while
Yeah.
you're here with 10 people.
Yep.
Just to take my mail.
Shut them lights off back there,
I
please.
said one mailbox, but I'm saying there's 500 of them in there. That's, what is that, $200,000? Yeah. That they just make off of what?
Here, maybe.
Yeah.
Or you can literally put them right in that wall there. If you have somebody here to sort it.
Yep. Yeah, they definitely cut a gas line.
Yeah.
You could tear that wall down, turn that into one unit up front.
Yeah.
Don't go in there, just take a look at it from the outside. All right.
Cemetery, huh? I was gonna say, if you gotta body somebody, right there. Just throw them off the roof.
No, you're gonna sell your motorcycle and get one of these, a little Vespa.
Why the fuck would you wear a helmet with that? You can't drop them. Right. Pick up food.
So like, would you invest money into modernizing the outside of this building? I was thinking like paint everything white, black awning.
Yeah, I would.
You know, make it feel more updated.
So this is that perforated
Signage you're talking about?
This is on the inside. Oh, it's on the outside. But if they put it on the inside, it doesn't count against the building signage.
Yeah.
The problem is you start getting into this awning, that's gonna be money.
The one for mine was like 4,200, which this is probably more. You know, this is probably like, just judging, probably 6,000 or 7,000. But I'm saying if you're all into painting the outside of the awning for 15,000 bucks, I feel like it's potentially
when you peel
worth it.
those letters off, there's gonna be a shadow behind it. So
What if you just replaced it?
what I would do is get a sticky vinyl to put right over it for the next tenant.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mess with this now. It's not in bad shape, leave it alone.
But I was thinking if you modernize the outside of the building by painting it,
So
you might
that
attract better quality tenants.
That doesn't look bad. Hey man, get over here so we can see what we're talking about. Damn. You could do something down here, paint everything white.
But the way I looked at this initially was like if I could get If I could sell off the duplex for $100,000, and I'm all into this for $375, that comes out to $46 a
It's a
square
win.
foot.
It's a win.
Yeah. And it doesn't need like a full gut or
Dude,
anything.
this
you
is
know?
a win.
Yeah.
Look at this. It's 10 o'clock, full of traffic.
Yeah. Does Invest Beyond Multifamily need some office?
For him, the dungeon. Dude, I love it. This is good.
Is that like $62 for that dress? Is that normal? Expensive? Cheap?
Fashion ton. Do you think they make those leather pants in his size?
Is that guy gonna do that?
Yeah.
Short,
He will.
Asian,
$525 for that suite. That's what I'm saying. If I could get, and
pronoun
they've
yet
never
to
been
be
raised, so I
determined?
don't know what they'd be willing to pay. But if I could get that here and I could get that there, like that's an extra $1,000 a month in revenue.
So this is a storage thing.
That's the. I don't know if the lease states that they are paying for that.
dude. H&R tax guy, right?
Who is
Seasonal.
The pharmacy.
Oh, okay.
Spirit Halloween.
But like basically, if I could get, if I use that as my baseline, $525, and I could fill that and fill that, that's another $1,000 a
Right,
month. You know.
exactly.
Halloween needs that over there. Are you kidding me?
Why is there a feed store in the middle of a city?
They do a lot. Yeah, it's been there forever.
Who's got a
They do
farm anywhere near here?
They do a lot of like.
Well, now that weed's legal, everyone's gonna have a farm in their backyard.
Yeah, acreage right there, baby.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make a grow operation.
Dispensary.
On the corner here. My parcel's gonna be the most valuable one by the time this is all done.
They found a new place in Lockwood.
Probably did.
But I could see another vape shop jumping in here, you know.
Another student just put a Knox box in place.
Dude, look how high that is.
Put a Knox box in place.
Even Tom can't use it. That's really.
Good thing I'm not a firefighter.
But the problem is the firemen will never look there. They're gonna go right to the front door. No Knox box. They're gonna start breaking shit with their pokers.
They're supposed to know it. They're supposed to be there when they get installed.
Oh, okay.
I think they put them on actually.
Okay.
So they should know, but I guess they don't want people fucking
Dude,
with it.
these young firemen, the problem is they want to use their pokers and break shit.
Oh yeah.
Serious
Right.
question.
I would do the same thing. Yeah.
Everyone keeps joking about the vape shop. Would you piss off your pharmacy and potential doctor office tenant
You're not
by,
pissing off anybody. There's vape shops all over the
by
city.
filling one of these units with a vape shop?
Dude, there's Class A strip malls that have vape shops in them. You're not pissing off anybody.
Yeah.
Hey, look, if anything, somebody that goes to a vape shop, they're going to have a drug test sooner or later. They're going to go to the pharmacy, be like, how do I pass?
Yeah.
My parole hearing is coming up.
Cover all scenarios, baby.
Does a porta pot come with it?
I think that's for the street
Construction,
workers,
okay.
construction guys.
Are they paying rent?
Better be.
I don't know.
Go through and ask them if they got a 20.
Lloyd, give me the phone. Go use the porta pot, see if it's working.
All right, when you're ready to get serious, I'll write you a check for $50K. I'll buy that off.
I'll buy it for $1 more than him, and I don't even do residential.
And I'll buy it back to him for 40.
Probably.
He'll hold it for 6 months and be like, dude, I don't really want this. Just do it at 50, please.
All right, what'd you think, Autumn? Should we buy it?
That scares me.
Why?
See, I'm not. I love his first building that he bought, but
Okay.
that type of place scares me.
The complete gut job apartment renovation doesn't scare you?
No,
Oh my God.
I know. Why is that? The medical scares me. Just because trying to get that leased up.
So I don't think it's much different than our Mainville building, right? Just a bunch of small offices.
Really?
Except you're targeting medical people.
Okay.
Lloyd, what'd you think?
I think it all just hinges on the medical.
Yeah.
You can't get that rented out. It's not ideal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but look, counselors, psychologists, therapists. medical massage people, right?
Yeah.
Chiropractors. Brand that as a medical building. And the cool thing is, they don't close on it for at least 45 days. Put a giant sign that says pre-leasing for medical professionals, and whatever phrase that'll include counselors and therapists, massage people.